Man, have I got a story for y'all. But first, intro. Yo, what is good, guys? It is your boy Jason JV saying welcome to another vlog, vidya and bruh. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all, but I gotta make sure that I have some visual aid here to kind of help me tell y'all the story I'm about to tell you. Well, first off, let's just say, as you can probably tell in the title, y'all, I did try some magic mushrooms for the first time, and let's just say it's a very, very humbling experience. Now, look, full disclaimer: I'm not, for the YouTube overlords, I'm not suggesting that anyone to try mushrooms. However, I'm not gonna discourage anyone from trying it, because look, at the end of the day, we're all individuals and we're all gonna do what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I will say this: if you're gonna experience, if you're considering to try mushrooms for the first time, if you're gonna experiment with psychedelics, I highly suggest you try microdosing first. And that's what I did. I microdosed on the first day when when I got this moon bar. And the microdosing, I don't know, to me it didn't really do much. It did kind of like distort little things here and there around my room. You know what I mean? Like something would stand out to me, at the corner of my eye. You know what I mean? I had to see it from like the corner of my eye in order for something to not look right. But then when I look at it, it will look just fine. So I'm like, okay, this is it. But I was able to identify the cause of it, and was able to talk myself, like, yeah, it's the moon bar kicking in. It's doing its thing. Okay. So the microdosing, I say I did perfectly good on. I was good with that. And then there's different levels on the back of the box, by the way. As you can tell, it'll tell you do like 1 or 2, or 1 to 3, right? No, 1 to 2 pieces, that's micro. 3 to 6 is therapeutic. And I had to laugh at that because it depends on your definition of therapeutic. And then for the shamanic, it's 7 to 10 pieces. And so, I want to do this vlog as soon as I could, because I feel like I'm finally, out of the trip, if you will. Although I'm still feeling some of the effects of it. You may catch me touching the tip of my nose a few times throughout this video, because it's very cool to the touch, and there's a reason for that. So I told you guys a while back about this nightmare that I have, right? That led to me writing my song Night Terrors. Well, before we get into that, because I want to talk about like what happened, like as far as like when it kicked in. So when I upped the dosage today, the other day I did the micro, I did the 2. Today I did the 6. You know what I'm saying? Or actually, no, I did more than I did more than 6. I only have 2 pieces left, and there's actually 10 pieces total in this bar. So no, I think I did the 3 yesterday, and then today 3. Trying to figure out. And then I did 5 today. So 3 and 5, that's 8. 2, that makes 10. So yeah, that makes sense. And like I said, when you micro, it certain, I don't know, I'm speaking based off of my experience. Your experience may vary. Like I said, you like little things will be distorted, but then like I said, once I'm looking at them directly, they'll be back to normal. And when I upped my dosage today, I legit relived the nightmare that I told y'all about in my Method to the Madness episode, where I was killed in a car accident. I was up in heaven. I was shivering because I was cold, and I needed, something to warm me up. And in my dream, I told y'all how I was wrapped in this blanket that looked like hellfire, and I had that look of defeat, that look of, like I lost, and I was in tears. Well, when it hit, it was like hours after I actually, ingested it and whatnot. And I was in the middle of editing my last Upchurch reaction video, which was the Past the Stars, which is the last song on the album I needed to do. And I uploaded it and everything. And then I don't know, like a minute or two after, boom, it hit. I started feeling cold. You know what I mean? And like yo, this is that feeling I had when I was having that nightmare. And I'm looking at my blanket, which is this red. As you can see, it's a 49ers blanket. As you can see, the colors, they're black, there's red, you know what I mean? And then there's some gold on there, mainly because of the helmet and everything. I'm looking at my blanket and I'm like, dude, I so want to grab my blanket so I can warm up. But then something kept telling me, like, no, I think you're being tested right now. Like, this is like your second chance to make the right decision. You know what I mean? So I looked at it. I was like, I so want to get it. I looked at it again and I was like, nah, I'd rather freeze than grab something, because again, it's the colors, red and black. What entity, what being is associated with the colors red and black? The devil. You know what I mean? And so I'm like this, I'm just shivering. I'm at a point where I'm literally putting my head on my desk and I'm just closing my eyes because there's just so much going on. You know what I mean? And then it got to a point where I can hear this calm, soothing voice that I thought was mine. I thought it was like legit my voice trying to talk me through, like how to handle this situation. You know what I mean? But no, it was this very soft, soothing voice that was very encouraging, very comforting. It was telling me, like, you did the right thing. Yeah, you could have went for that. You didn't. You did the right thing. And then it started asking me questions, in my head, and I'm answering these questions again in my head, like, okay, like, because it was almost like as if it knew, like, all of my stresses and all the things that have me, like, worried, and it was trying to tell me, okay, don't worry about that right now. Don't think about that. Let's focus on you. Let's you know what I mean? Let's get you right first, because I'm not sure if you overdid it, or because, I mean, you seem to be handling it just fine. You're doing the right thing. You're sitting down. You're staying put. That's the best thing for you to do. And then it started asking me questions like where are you? I'm like, I'm at home. I'm in my room. Okay, but where are you in your room? I'm like, I'm at my desk. I'm sitting in my chair. Okay, good. And then it was asking me, like, okay, it was telling me, like, you have other means to help you out of this predicament right now. Yeah, you're cold, even though you're not really cold. It's in your head. It's not real. I'm like, okay, but I don't know, man. It's like I wanted to believe what this voice was telling me, but it's like, dude, I couldn't help it though. I was feeling really cold, and I was like, okay, well, you have other means to help you in this situation. You don't have to go for that blanket. You have other means to help you. What other means do you have? And then I started thinking about all the things I have in my closet, like my hoodies. And it's like, I don't know if I want to put any of those on, because majority of my hoodies are all black. Right now I'm trying to avoid black. I'm trying to avoid red, which is ironic because my logo up above is red, and obviously I'm surrounded by black. Although we got my original, if I could point to it, my original white NWO style logo right there. But anyway, I'm trying to avoid wearing those colors right now, or associating with those colors right now. And it was like, okay, well, do you have hoodies of different colors? I go, yeah, I have a red one. It's my Alphaholics Anonymous one, which is one of AlphaTyler. Shout out to my man AlphaTyler. I'm gonna get to him in just a second. But it's my Alphaholics Anonymous hoodie, but it's red. I don't really want to wear red right now. I don't want to wear black. I don't want to wear red. And so I was like, well, what other hoodies? And I'm like, and then I just realized this now. I have a white hoodie, but the words Firing Squad are on that white hoodie, and there's two skeletal figures on that hoodie. So even though it's white, which is the opposing color, which should be the color I would want to wear, you know what I mean, because it's the opposing color to contrast the red and black, I don't think that would be appropriate. And that's what leads to me wearing this dark navy blue Wisdom hoodie that again is in AlphaTyler's merch shop. I decided to throw this one on. This one actually has a scripture in the back. It's Proverbs 18:4. And and as soon as I put that on, I was still feeling like chills, like I was still feeling very cold. But as soon as I put it on, I just felt better. I mean, at least I started feeling better. You know what I mean? Because now I feel like I'm hot. You know what I mean? With this beanie on and with this hoodie on, now I feel hot. So obviously it did the trick. It warmed me up, and I'm feeling a lot better now. And speaking of AlphaTyler, I mentioned him earlier. I was in Discord earlier, and I didn't know who will be on at the time I was in there. You can check the general chat. If you're in AlphaTyler's Dick Sword, as we all like to call it, it's a inside running gag, you know, with the Alpha Team community. You had to be there in order to truly know the origins of the story. It's basically a typo. Someone in the community made a typo in the chat, and so we just we took that and we just ran with it. So now we call it the Dick Sword. But anyway, I left a comment in there saying, I'm not sure if I'll be messing with mushrooms again. LOL. And then Tyler responds saying, I forgot exactly what he said. I don't know if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. If I cut out for a minute, my bad. So yeah, so I put, not sure if I'll mess with mushrooms again, LOL. And he responds with, trip pretty hard. And I pretty much told him, like, I'm being humbled right now. Yeah, I'm being humbled right now. We'll just say. I meant to put we'll just say. And then he was telling me about an experience Byte had, because he was telling me, well, at least you're able to talk. LOL. Byte was scared of his beard last time I remember right. Shout out to the man AlphaByte. You know what I'm saying? He's a homie as well. And then I'm telling Tyler, like, yo, I'm reliving my nightmare that I told you about. Because yeah, I talked to Tyler on the phone about that nightmare I had that led to me writing the song Night Terrors. And and then he was trying to, you know, I guess talk me down from a cliff or whatever, talk me down from a ledge by saying, just remember that all the things that you're seeing, that you're experiencing, it's not real. It's not going to hurt you. And when we were having this conversation, this was right around the time when I was really hearing this voice, this calm, soothing voice in my head. And I thought it was me coaching myself through it. So I told him in response, like, yeah, I'm realizing that I'm talking myself through this process, you know what I'm saying? And, but really I wasn't. I'm actually listening to somebody else trying to, you know, calm me down and everything, and answering whatever questions they were asking and everything. And yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, yeah, it was a very humbling experience. You know what I mean? And then reliving my nightmare, and then making a different decision, you know, when I was reliving the nightmare versus what I actually did in the nightmare. I don't know. I kind of felt like I needed that experience, because I don't know, maybe I'm looking for approval from the Heavenly Father, you know what I mean, to prove to him, like, look, I'm not on the devil's side, I'm on your side, I'm on the side of my Lord and Savior, you know. So I felt like I was, maybe it was me testing myself more so than then the Heavenly Father and the Lord testing me. I don't know, or maybe it's just a combination of all. You know, maybe it was all of us putting me to the test because I felt like I had to prove something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, look, I'm on your side. I'm not on the opposition. I'm on your side. You know, and all I want to say again in regards to AlphaTyler, I jumped into the voice chat. I was in it for a little bit, then I jumped out because by the time he saw, because when I put it in the Discord general chat too, like I'll be in the VC if anyone cares. He looked and saw that I was gone, but it's like I was actually only there for like a little bit, and then I jumped out, and then I jumped back in when he responded, and I asked him to hop in, and God bless my man. You know what I'm saying? AlphaTyler, Tyler, for watching this. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being there. Not only him, but also his lovely wife, Sierra. Shout out to you too, Sierra. Appreciate them, you know, very much for being there. And they're asking. First of all, they checked up on me, asked like, you know, hey, are you all right? You good and everything? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. You know what I mean? And then almost immediately we were just having like a regular normal conversation, like not really talking about it that much. It kind of popped up here and there, and I was kind of like giving them like my experience, you know, here and there in the conversation. But I was trying to shift focus away from it because at first like I wanted to forget, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, no, I need to remember that, and I needed that experience because it's really put a lot of things into perspective for me, you know, and it's hard to describe. Like words cannot do it justice. You know what I mean? And again, as I said on the top of the video, you know, I'm not telling people, I'm not suggesting anybody to try mushrooms, to get into psychedelics. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to tell people to not experience or not experiment with psychedelics. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're all individuals. We're all going to do what we're going to do. I'm going to say this much, man. If you're going to do it, I suggest microdosing first, like I did. And then if you truly believe you are ready for the next level, then step it up. But if you're going to come into this, then all and this is mainly for the men, okay? 'Cause women, I can say whatever, but you know what I mean? But I'm not a woman, so I'm not going to go there. I'm only talking to the fellas, you know what I mean? Because I can relate to this. But any and all, what's the word? Any and all machismo you think you may possess, you know, all your bravado, you know what I'm saying, all the other BS. I'm telling you right now, make sure that if you're gonna fuck around with mushrooms, you best check that shit at the door. And the sooner you do this, the easier of a time you're gonna have. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do that, then the harder of a time you're gonna have, because no matter what you do, no matter what level you think you're on, you will be humbled. Best believe you will be humbled. You know what I mean? You're gonna see some things, and it's gonna make you take a really good look at yourself and how you deal with things around you. You know what I mean? It's gonna test you, and you will be humbled. I'm saying. Anyways, y'all. Yeah, man. It definitely is a trip. Like I said, proceed with caution if you're going to do this. Again, I'm not, full disclaimer, I'm not encouraging, I'm not discouraging. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do this, you know, just know what you're getting yourself into. You know what I mean? Do your research. Check all your like I said, your bravado, your machismo, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Your fucking toughness and all that shit. Check that shit out the door, because this shit, it don't care who you are. and what you're about. You're gonna be humbled. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much it. I just want to share with y'all like my experience with this. Do I plan on messing around with this even more? I don't know. I'm at I'm 50-50 with it right now. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that there are some pros and some cons to it. But if I do get another chocolate moon bar, it'll probably be a while. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that I'm gonna have to really reconsider before I get into another one. I will say though, for the most part, I am glad to have that experience. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's gonna help me in the long run, as far as like keeping me down to earth, keeping me leveled. You know what I'm saying? Keep me level-headed, and really think about, you know, ways that in approaching certain situations, certain predicaments, you know what I mean? It's gonna make me stop and think like, okay, there's a right way to handle things and there's a wrong way to handle things. I just gotta figure out, okay, how do I go about doing things the right way versus doing things the wrong way? Yeah, trust me. Trust me, this thing will make you think. It'll make you think. But anyway, I feel like I'm rambling on. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place with this right now. I just wanted to share with y'all my experience with this. And yeah. Whoo. Bruh, it's crazy. But anyways, y'all, this is your boy Jason JV saying that y'all, I hope y'all are enjoying this little vlog, and I hope that y'all learn from my experience. You know what I'm saying? Do your research, be smart, and check yourself when considering trying mushrooms. All right, y'all. Y'all know the deal. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good shit, and please check all the links in the description down below, including the merch store. You know what I'm saying? Will mean the world if y'all can buy a piece of merch or two. Yeah, I think I nailed everything. So with all that being said, it is your boy Jason JV, and y'all take care. Have a blessed one. Catch y'all next one. Peace.